Greetings out there in YouTube land. This is Morris, man. As always, I thank you guys for coming to my channel. At this time, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to entitle this, but by the time you see it, it'll have an appropriate title. It might be something on the lines of, this is really funny, because it's amazing how some people derive from their point of view. It's like, what are you talking about? I have no idea what this is supposed to mean, you know? And I'm just going to go into, what I got to say. And it started with, I did a video. This had to have been 2 years ago. And for those who follow my channel, probably follow this gentleman's channel too. I'll leave his name down there because it's hard to pronounce it, but he goes by the nickname of PT. Now he has another channel, I think it's called James, because he walked away from the other channel. I got nothing but respect for that man, on many levels and many reasons. For one, he's a great guitar player. Two, I can understand his frustration because I do the same thing that he does, meaning that out of the kindness of my heart, I devote free time to teaching you guys the chords to songs that are either hard to find, sheet music, or it never existed. That is the purpose. My purpose is not to try to teach you how to play your guitar in these chord lessons. And there's some people that can't differentiate between the two. They're two different animals, So, I'll watch one of his videos, one of the last ones he did before he walked off from that channel, which was a very popular channel. And I understood, I'm like, I personally understand where you're coming from because I experienced some of the same stuff. There are people that, and I mention this all the time, there are no two people that play the same. There's not. I had a gentleman, maybe about 2 weeks ago. He said, man, I'm playing along with you, but I'm not sounding like you. You don't supposed to. You're not. We two different people, two different guitars, two different setups, two different pressures on the guitar, because that's something that old school Larry, shout out to him, mentioned to me. He said, no two people even sound the same, let alone play the same. And you can play the same instrument and hand it off to the next guy. That guitar's going to sound different because his approach is different. He's a different person, different pressure points on the guitar, different styles. But there's some people that don't understand that, they expect you to play just like the dude on the record. And then for the most part, I come close, but you can sometimes add your own flair. There's sometimes you take a different approach towards the arrangement of it because some people don't know. And again, shout out to old school Larry. He caught this. He said, you actually a piano player playing guitar. I said, you know what, Larry, you're absolutely right. And it's interesting that you're the only one that caught that, because my style is like as a piano player would play, And so, PT was, a lot of his frustrations was people expect him to sound like the dude on the record. He's not trying to sound like the dude on the record. When he has his own different flair, people want to start tripping, and he said he started getting into or refused to get into infantile back and forth with 16-year-olds when he's a 46-some-year-old man. I'm like, I understand, man. I totally understand, Again, some people don't appreciate it, but I'm sure that there's some people that do. And I appreciate the people that appreciate what I do, but there's people that don't appreciate what we do. Because again, when you see these covers, and it's close to 2,000 on this channel and 1,000 on another, I don't get paid a penny to do this. Each of those videos that you watch usually take me 2 hours to complete from start to finish, because the time that it takes me to learn a song, that takes really no time. The time is involved is when I videotape it, put it in Sony editing, put the graphics up, meaning the chords across the screen, then do a render. Them renders sometimes take, because it's digital or in high resolution, the render sometimes could take an hour. So you're talking about 2 hours each time you see a video that we devote to you guys for absolutely free. Because again, my purpose is to just share these chords with musicians. And I stress the word musicians, people that already know how to play. If you don't know how to play, You need to bag it up because you didn't jump from step 1 to step 2. Step 1 is learning the instrument. Step 2 is playing the songs on the instrument. You got some people pick up guitar, never played before, and they think they're going to sit here and play songs that it took professionals a while to get under their fingers, and then they have an unrealistic expectation of their progress. I stress from you guys, I'm from the old school. Somebody taught me, and I know how to play and read. I'm a professional and I do this for a living. So you can't jump from point A to point B and expect to be good at point B, but I understand you don't know what you don't know. Really you don't. Sometimes people don't know, where do I get started? Do I just jump in and try to do it by myself and watch fingers and tell them, the guy that's doing the videos, please turn the camera this angle because I can't see your fingers. When the focus should be on, I give you the chords. That's all you need. You can kind of glance there with my hand at to determine what voicing I'm playing too, if you already know how to play your instrument. But I'm going to read this comment that I got on the video, basically praising PT and understanding his frustrations because I experienced a lot of the same stuff he do. You don't play like the dude on the record. I ain't the dude on the record, okay? So again, I understand his frustration because I had one guy, and I'm going to mention this and then I'm going to read this because it's funny, this self-entitlement bullshit, and I'm not, I left the profanity in. If they flag this video, so be it, but he was looking for, one video he seen him, I said, you did a good job, man. Thanks, because you taught me. He said, well, what about this song? I said, well, I've done that song, but don't go looking for it to try to learn the chords because the way that song is arranged for guitar, I can't put that across the screen. I'm like, if you sitting right here next to me, I can teach you this, but I can't convey that across the screen. It's just almost impossible. So he viewed it and he said this, this was a waste of time. This is not helpful. Oh, so my world centers around you. I don't even know you, don't even care about you, don't like you. Okay, so let's get that straight. But there's some people that think that you are here for them. And I got to tell this story because whenever I get into this type of, topic, I got to share this because it's funny. I had a guy, and forgive me for those who've heard this story. I had a guy that was looking for Manic, and Manic clearly stated that he doesn't do requests. He does what's quote unquote near and dear to his heart. So, politely, what Manic was saying that I do not do requests. So don't ask me to do something for you because I don't do that. I do what I want to do for me. So the guy couldn't contact Manic and he contacted me on my Facebook. He said, I'm looking for Manic. I said, well, yes, you can't reach him no more because he cut off all his comments. You can't inbox anybody anymore, so you can't reach him. So I was hoping that maybe you can help me teach me this song. And he mentioned the song, and it wasn't a hard song. I said, not a problem, but you do have to understand that I have a tabbing service. $15 a song, 2-song minimum. It would be unfair for me to do this for you for free when I got people that pay me for the same thing, I hope you understand that. It makes sense. So after I told him that, he said this, oh, never mind, I figured out by myself. So why didn't you do that in the first place? First you went looking for that man begging. Now you look in my face begging, And I was like, you can really determine people's seriousness when they're willing to spend money on themselves, invest in themselves. Because when you guys purchase those learn to play the rhythm guitar course, that's an investment in you. It's not that you give Morris Man $40. I appreciate it, but this is to help you. This is an investment in playing because I spent thousands of dollars learning how to play the way that I do because I paid people that taught me. I just didn't come around. Could you show me this? Could you give me 2 hours of your day, every other day for free to do this? Being a grown man, you never asked another grown man for something you're not willing to pay for. It's just that plain and simple. Children, different animal, you want to help them out. That's what they do. They do ask for stuff. But when you're old enough to get it for yourself, get it for yourself. Pay for yourself, So I'm going to read this because, again, I got a comment on the video that I did, basically kind of, praising PT and say, hey, man, I understand where you're coming from. I experienced the same experiences that you do from knuckleheads too, So this guy, I'm going to read this. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Okay. So this is what he was saying. Let me pull this back up. PT was always playing guitar over the actual copyrighted studio recording, and as a result, It was hard to tell if he skipped or omitted notes. So now you're his, what's the word I'm looking for? Not advisor, but I'm trying to get this right. Well, I'm going to read it again. It's hard to tell if he skipped or omitted notes. So who are you? Are you paying him to do this? You know, it's like this self-entitlement bullshit. It's like, dude, he don't owe you nothing. You know, this is free, so you need to be quiet. You know, and until you start paying, then you can start complaining. You know, but you got some people, this statement just wraps it up. It's hard to tell if he skipped or omitted notes. So you'll follow, so you, damn, I still can't get the word out of what I'm trying to say. So you are overseeing his, you know, micromanaging his, you know, covers. It's like, who do you think you are? You know, get the fuck out of here. So it's okay again. It's hard to tell if he omitted or skipped notes. That's why a lot of his viewers gave him a lot of flack. They ain't paying him, so they ain't got nothing to say. It's like, why do these people think that they have the right to complain? It's different if YouTube was a broadcasting company and we get paid to do what we do for viewers. We don't get paid a dime to do this. We, out the kindness of our heart, that we devote time to help you guys. And this statement here just sums it up. It's a lot of self-entitlement people. They think that we're here for them. I don't know you do, you know, and don't want to. So, yeah. So it's hard to tell if he skipped or omitted notes. That's why a lot of the viewers gave him flack over that. He brought it upon himself. Good riddance. No, you good riddance, because this is some nonsense, you know. Grown-ass men not acting like grown-ass men, you know. I mean, you come across a lot of people that you just can't believe their take on things. You know, you don't expect nobody to be like you, but we all have a set of rules in this society that we're supposed to obey by and get along, you know. And that's all I'm expecting from my fellow man is the same, you know. I try to be respectful to you and considerate to you. I'm only expecting the same from you, you know, nothing more, nothing less. But you got people like this that think that they're self-entitled and they think they got the right to criticize what you do when they're not paying you. You know, it's like, if you ain't paying me, shut the fuck up, because nobody trying to hear this nonsense. You know, I just had to post this one because, like I said, every now and then I do this because I have some people say, man, don't worry about them haters. I have to worry about them haters, and I'm going to tell you why. If you don't do nothing, if you don't say nothing, they think it's okay and they continue. You know, because there's some people that just honestly ignorant. And ignorant meaning not aware. You know, that's not negative, but I'm not saying stupid. They just don't know. They're not aware that this is not the way to behave. And anybody that you come to with this nonsense ain't having it, you know. PT ain't having it, neither am I. You know I have some people that view my channel that don't care about me. I don't care about that because I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to teach you guys and be honest and be truthful. You know, whether you want to take it however you want. But, you know, that's what it is, because there's some people, and I'm not really going to really expound this, but I give you a good example. When I was growing up, I had a few people that were near and dear to me. They were like my brothers. I would die for them, you know, and they would die for me. And one of them, my friends, I'm not going to name any names because there's a couple of them, we used to go out. And I give you a good example of what I'm talking about. Me and my buddy went to a pizzeria, and this guy walked in. I didn't know him. He knew him from his neighborhood. And he got up in my buddy's face. You know, and I'm like, what's up with this, man? I'm like, what's up? You want to take this outside? Let's go. Took my jacket off. He stepped out and he took off, started running. Because he thought that he was going to, you know, mess with my boy. And I guess he thinks since me and my boy roll together that I'm intimidated by another man. I'm not. I'll stand up to you and I'll try to whoop your ass. And maybe I'll get my ass whooped trying to whoop your ass. But I'm not backing down. You know, especially if you're going to come in my face and try to intimidate me and try to punk me. You know, I'm minding my business. I expect you to mind yours. If not, we're going to have a problem. You know, I'm not a hothead, but I don't let nobody try to piss over me. You know, but my buddy was a very, I guess, kind of intimidating, meek person. You know, he wasn't one of them people that stand like, hey, let's go, dude. And I'm not first to, hey, let's go. But I'm like, if you're going to test me and threaten me, let's go. You know, let's go. Because I ain't having that. you know. But there's some people that think that you having it because the people you run with having it. I ain't one of them dudes. Never been one of them dudes, you know. Again, I'm not trying to say I'm a tough guy, but I'm like, I'm going to stand my own because I'm not going to let you disrespect me and then try to thread my buddy in my presence, you know. And we've had at least 2 or 3 different incidents like that where people walked up on us. They knew him, didn't know me, and they thought since he was rolling with me that I was like him as far as quiet and intimidating, kind of scared. No, dude, I'm not the one. We 2 different people, you know. So you're gonna get your rude awakening if you step to me with this nonsense, you know. But I'm gonna sign off now. But you know, this nonsense here, it's like, you know what? You're not paying anybody due, you know. So why do you think you have the right to complain? If you don't like it, go to another channel. You know, it's just that simple. If you don't like the content here or there, go somewhere else. You know, I'm not going to change my world to accommodate knuckleheads, you know, but there's some knuckleheads that think that you will. You know, I had a guy just today. I did a song. I ain't even going to mention in the song. All the chords are wrong. Then he put out chords out there like, you know what? Take those chords, shove them up your ass, and then post them and you play them. Because if this is how you want to play it, that's fine. I did this video 4 years ago. So what you think I'm going to do with this? I'm going to redo it because you can send me some chords? You know, come on, man. That ship has sailed and it ain't coming back. So I don't even know why you spent wasted time and energy putting this here. Because it's only going to get removed and you get blocked. You know, so what is the purpose of all that energy that you dispensed to do this? Stupid, you know. So until next time, take care and thanks for watching.